Welcome everyone to Toastmasters meeting of Bhinneka Club today. So before we start the meeting, I would like to invite you to watch our housekeeping video. Please have your attention. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our club president, distinguished Toastmaster Pipit.
Thank you, Sunny, for introducing me. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another meeting of Bhinneka Toastmasters Club. We know it's Sunday, it's always challenging. People thought this is resting time, but we'll try to make it like attending Bhinneka is also a resting time for you. And today we have a very interesting topic, but I believe our Tom will introduce that. And I hope everyone will participate actively in this meeting and then learn something new from it. So before we officially start, I would like to welcome our visiting members from Kayum Toyhan. Yeah, Toyhan Toastmasters Club Kayum will also deliver his speech today. And also we have Dia from STC, my favorite person in Surabaya. Dia. Okay, welcome to Bhinneka as well. All right, thank you so much. And then, without further ado, I would like to officially open the Bhinneka Toastmasters meeting. Okay, so we actually have two speakers today. So usually we are for the past several weeks we did the meeting without any prepared speakers. A little bit sad, but also at the same time we ended the meeting kind of earlier because of that. Okay, but today I think we will have a full-fledged meeting with all three sessions completed. Okay, now because we will have three complete meetings, so I will not hold this meeting any longer. So I will ask the Tom to please continue with the proceeding. Please welcome our Tom, Vivi Amaliawati.
Thank you, Madam Club President. Good evening, fellow Toastmaster and honored guests. My name is Vivi, a member of Bhinneka Online Toastmasters Club, and taking role as Toastmaster of the meeting today. It's my privilege and pleasure to welcome all of you here to today's meeting at the Bhinneka Online Toastmasters Club. I would like to extend a special welcome to our guests who honor us with their presence today. For today's meeting, our theme is Cobwebs of Ignorance with word of the day, unaware. Everyone here is encouraged to use unaware during today's meeting. Talking about today's meeting, When someone refers to cobwebs of ignorance, they are often highlighted with the presence of misconception, misinformation, or a general lack of awareness in a particular area. Breaking through these cobwebs implies the need for gaining knowledge, dispelling myths, and fostering a clearer understanding of the subject. I believe today we will learn together here something to remove cobwebs of ignorance so we can shine more clear. Back to the meeting agenda, ladies and gentlemen, there are three main parts of our Toastmasters Club meeting. Firstly, we have prepared speech session. We have members who will be delivering speeches based on the pathway selected by them. Second is the table topic session, where members can practice their thinking and speaking spontaneously on their feet skill. Table topic speakers have 1 until 2 minutes to speak. Guests are welcome to join. In part 3 is our general evaluator who will preside over the evaluation session, and each evaluator have 2 until 3 minutes. Now, I would like to present the introduction of the role takers. I will call upon the person to explain their meeting role. First, I will call upon General Evaluator DTM Natalie, who is already a master in the world of Toastmaster. Natalie, please introduce your role as General Evaluator.
Thank you, our Toastmaster of the meeting, Toastmaster Fifi. Hello, everyone. My name is Natalie, and it is my pleasure to be your GE or General Evaluator for tonight's meeting. And my role for tonight is to evaluate the whole meeting proceeding from beginning until the end, including the timing of this meeting, when did we start, when will we finish, and also all of the role takers that are not getting any personal evaluation. So it includes Toastmaster of the meeting, table topic master, all speech evaluators, all technical role players. At the end of the meeting, I will come back and deliver my report. And to do this, I cannot do it by myself. I have a team of technical role players, and I would like to invite them one by one to briefly explain their role and their assignment. So first up is our grammarian, Toastmaster DTM, distinguished Toastmaster Pipit Andriani, who will also introduce the word of the day. Please welcome DTM Pipit Andriani.
Thank you so much, our GE and evaluator, always superwoman with at least 2 roles. Okay, but however, I will also have 2 roles today. Okay, so but the first role I will serve is actually the grammarian, and grammarian is not the grammar police. I will just take note of something that needs suggestion, basically. So whether the word choice is a little bit odd, or maybe the tenses or things like that, right? But most importantly, I will also highlight nice expression or something which is a little bit unusual in a positive light, and then maybe other members would like to use it in the coming future. And after that, I will also introduce the word of the day, which is unaware. So everyone can unmute yourself and say unaware. Unaware. It's not underwear, yeah. So be careful. It's unaware. Careful. So it actually means having no knowledge of a situation or fact. Having no knowledge of a situation or fact. So if people were wondering, the topic of today, the cobwebs of ignorance, actually taken from Mahatma Gandhi's quote, right? The truth is always shines by itself after you remove the cobwebs of ignorance, basically. So that is also related to today's topic. So, but however, the word of the day is unaware. So I would like to invite you to use the word all throughout the meeting. Now back to our GE. DTM Natalie.
Thank you, Madam Grammarian, DTM Pipit. And then we move on to the next technical role player. I would like to call upon the counter, Toastmaster Dia. Thank you for stepping up last minute. She is a visiting Toastmaster from Surabaya Toastmasters Club. So please welcome Toastmaster Dia. You are still muted. Now we can hear some sounds. Can you try speaking?
Yeah, am I audible?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank
It is
you.
my privilege to serve as accountant, and as an accountant, my duty is to note words and sounds that are used as a crutch or pause filler by anyone who speaks in the meeting tonight. During the meeting, I will listen for overused words, including and, well, but, so, and you know. I will also listen for filler sounds, including and er. I will also note when a speaker repeats a word or phrase such as I, this means. And at the end of the meeting, I will report the number of times that each speaker used these expressions. A little tips for me to avoid that crutch or pause filler is slow down when you speak and also pause and find similar words for but and then practice. I give the control back to Madam G.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dia. Madam Counter. Move on to the next member in my team. He's already all prepared with the traffic light. So here is our timer, Toastmaster Ben. Please welcome Toastmaster Ben.
Hello, as the timer, I'm going to keep track of all of our time, and we're going to do it with this traffic lights. All right, so for the speech session, it is 5 to 7 minutes. So at 5 minutes, green light. That means you could technically stop, but in real life, green light means go. So just keep going, right? And then the next one, slowing down, is the yellow lights, and then a red light is 7 minutes. So yeah, yellow light, 6 minutes. Red light is 7 minutes. Now for the table topics, 1 minute, keep going. And then 1.5 minutes. And then finally 2 minutes. And then for the evaluation session, 2 minutes, 2.5, and 3. All right. So you'll see these traffic lights and keep your time and don't get a speeding ticket. Don't run a red light. Stop after 30 seconds. All right, back to you.
Thank you, Mr. Timer, with your traffic lights. Last but not least, the Zoom master or ballot counter. Please welcome Toastmaster Seni.
Hello, everyone. As a Zoom master, I will try my best to keep all of the speakers on spotlighted. And as a ballot counter, later I will launch the poll for you to vote who is your favorite one for the table topic speaker, speaker, prepared speech speaker, and also our evaluator. That's all for me. Later I will announce who are the winners today. And back to you, Madam GE.
Thank you, Madam Ballot Counter and Zoom Mistress, I should say. That's all from my team. We will come back at the second half of the meeting to evaluate the whole meeting. For now, I will give the virtual stage back to Toastmaster Fifi Amaliawati.
Thank you, GE, DTM Natalie, for introducing your team. And thank you for all the role takers to present your role for today's meeting. My fellow Toastmaster and guests, as mentioned before, our first session is the prepared speech. We have two speakers who are presenting project speeches from their pathways. Let us call the first speaker. He is Krisnanda Mawira. I heard he just moved from Bhinneka Online Toastmasters Club. He takes Dynamic Leadership Path Level 4, Project 1, Manage Change, with the speech title, This is How Adiwana Area Villas Crash and Burn. And he will be evaluated by Toastmaster Ben. I call Toastmaster Ben as his evaluator to read the speech objective.
All right, first speaker. Okay, and can someone do the timing for me so I can pay attention and have to look at the traffic lights as well? Awesome. All right. So Krishna is doing a dynamic leadership project 4. No, project 4. Is that no project 1? Dynamic leadership 4, level 4, project 1. And the speech is on managed change. And his purpose is to practice developing a change management plan and to share some of his aspects to this change management plan. And he's going to have, I believe, double check, 5 to 7 minutes to do this. The title is This is How Andiwana Arya Villas Crash and Burn. All right. Toastmaster Krishna.
Adiwana Arya Villas was our father's first attempt at the hospitality business. We started off by selling woods and then becoming a construction company. So it is normal for us, for our next step, to become a resort owner. In the beginning, we do a lot of business expansion that complete our aspect to build a resort. So first of all, we start from a wood company. We sell woods, and then we start selling building material, and then from that we become a tile maker. So it's very normal for us to become a resort owner because we didn't have prior experience managing resorts. We just built the whole resorts, and then at that time we are confused what we are going to do with the resorts. We don't understand any part of running a resort. Hence, we decide to work together with an operator. It's like, for example, if you know big hotel chains such as Six Sense, yeah, Six Sense is the operator, and then we have a property owner that gives the property for the Six Sense company to run. So that's what we do at that time. We decided to partner with Adiwana because they are native in Ubud. Our resort is located in there, so it will make everything easier. So hence, the name is Adiwana Arya Villas. Adiwana Arya Villas in 2018 to 2019 have a strong year. In a way, we managed to break even point in just 2 years, which is usually took like more than that. And then, as you know, COVID happened. So in a cash flow projection, using what happened in 2018 and what happened in 2019, we predict that in 2020, business will be booming. So, yeah, I mean, in January to 2020, we are very optimistic at that time. But COVID happened. First emergence of COVID case in Ubud happened in 20th March of 2020. It's actually just 2 days after, I think 3 days after division contest in Surabaya. So as I returned from the division contest, and everything hit the fan. So the situation is really bad. For the first time, we didn't plan for that, but we need to close down the resort. And on June 2020, we opened again the resorts, but the operator has different things in mind. So we decided to run it on our own, even though we are still using Adiwana's name. So everything still use Adiwana's name, but we do our day-to-day operation on our own. So we learned how to run a resort during these 2 years where Adiwana management decided to be absent. They only do check a little bit here and there, but never actually help us running the whole resorts. So me and my family, we start to get more involved in the day-to-day operation. In the beginning, we only understand the finance and engineering sides. I mean, it's a normal thing. My father came from a finance background. He used to work in a bank before before he decided to open his own business. And from the engineering side is both my older brother and I. He's a civil engineer, while I was a mechanical engineer. As time progressed, me and my sister decided that we need to learn the whole thing just in case. So me and my sister personally, we start doing internship for every department that exists in the resorts. So we learn a lot during that and know a little bit more about our employee. I mean, yeah, we learned both the managerial side and the sales and marketing side along the way. Despite that, we're still using the brand as part of our property name because we are still binded by our contract. While change is inevitable, the only thing that kept our business agreement with Adiwana intact was our contract with them. And on April 2022, our family member having different point of view because in 11 months our contract with Adiwana is ended. How we are going to move forward? Are we going to run this on our own, or we are going to find another operator, or we are going to still work together with them, knowing that they didn't help us a lot. We only, paying them fee for using their name. We started to gather information, which is more lucrative, is running the property on our own is more lucrative, or finding another operator is more lucrative. So we start searching other resort operator, in which we found we approached Aston, we approached one of the native local Ubud operator named Dijiwa, and from there we keep brainstorming. We are having internal discussion with the whole family, and then we decided to trying to run the whole resort by ourselves, even though knowing it's quite hard. Yeah, so with that in mind, we start planning the whole thing. So on April 2022, we start gathering all of the information that are needed. And from that point toward September 2022, we formulating a lot of plan. So we split the task between our family member. I personally watch the human resource side and the marketing sides of the transition, while my sister watched the daily operation and the financial side, while my brother watched the legal side and keeping contact with Adiwana to make sure the transition is smooth. But during that time, things happen. So, for example, a lot of issue arise in which some of our worker, the lower rank worker was bound or having contract with our company, but the manager side, the head of division side, they are bound to Adiwana instead. So if we stop using Adiwana, we only have a low level employee, while the higher level we need to rehire again, and it's cost us quite a lot of headache. And also from the marketing side, from the sales and marketing side, things that happen is actually some of the offline travel agent they broke contract with us, knowing that we will leave Adiwana. Some of them decided they don't want to do business with us. And then there's a lot of digital side of the whole marketing that there is a clause in the contract in which Adiwana was able to, how do I say it? Yeah, able to. We are unable to use any marketing collateral that has been made during the time of our partnership. So we need to redo all of the marketing collateral. Even if like small comment in a booking.com, if it mentioned Adiwana, we cannot use that. So there's a lot of things that happening behind the back. Despite all of our negotiation effort, Adiwana didn't want to make it simpler for us, so they take all of our digital marketing presence and break most of the contract. So making our digital presence become not existent. We are unable to use any marketing collateral because of that. And well, to manage the whole mayhem, basically what I did is first I approached the employee, using my expertise in NPC. We use OFNR method to persuade them and basically talk to them. Persuade my employee to stay with us while persuade my brother to not recklessly fire them. Second, I interview candidate for important position that needs to be filled, such as marketing manager, assistant, etc., etc. Third, creating and executing rebranding marketing plan that ended horribly because we have a lot of work but so little people to work with. Fortunately, we are able to push through even though we have 3 months setback. Through all of that experience, I learned the limit of things that you can do in 1 year when everyone is not on the same page. Managing change is never about establishing order. Managing change is also never about persuading resistance. Managing change is actually about letting everything unfold naturally, and from its ruin we rebuild. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Krisnanda, for sharing your states how Adiwarna Arya Villas crash and burn. I know it's not easy to manage our own business. And it is interesting to know the history of this place. Your information really touched us. We know how COVID-19 impacted the business owner. Thank you for sharing with us. Let us move to the second speaker. We have Toastmaster Abdul Qayyum, introduction to Toastmaster Mastering with the speech title A Guardian Angel. He will be evaluated by DTM Natalie. I will call upon the evaluator, DTM Natalie, to read the speech objective. Please welcome DTM Natalie.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the meeting, Madam Fifi Amaliawati. So I'll also be the second speech evaluator, evaluating Toastmaster Abdul Qayyum bin Muhammad Idris. And today, Qayyum from Toyhan Toastmaster Club, he will be doing from his own part motivational strategies, Level 2, Project 3, Introduction to Toastmasters Mentoring. The time is 5 to 7 minutes, and the purpose of this project is for him to clearly define how Toastmasters envision mentoring and for him to share some aspects of a previous experience as a protege or as a mentee, with a speech title, A Guardian Angel. Please welcome Toastmaster Abdul Qayyum, A Guardian Angel.
That's the silence that I do when the first icebreaker speech that I have done in my university Toastmasters Club. That is the place where I will say I am a glossophobia person. I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm not going to continue my Toastmasters journey. Well, I believe in this room, all knows one person named Nur Zaihanira binti Zain. Yes, that is the person that will help me out from the first day I joined Toastmasters after my icebreaker speeches. She volunteered herself to be my mentor. And as I recall back, Hayu, I did see that you are struggling with your pathway. Let me help you out. And that's where we will figure out from bit by bit. Well, as far as I know, no one told me about a helping hand that I am aware of. So I joined Toastmasters, doing it as much as I like and enjoying it as a guest in the first place. Well, I did not reject her request. I absolutely say, yes, please, thank you. My time when I joined Toastmaster is the first year where the pathway introduced. And this is the person that all can say as the lab rat for the pathway. My first pathway is strategic relationship. And that's where I'm struggling to understand, what does the project want? What is their requirement to do that project? From day to day, Honey helped me out, bit by bit, translating me words by words so that I could understand actually what do the project actually are. That's, my friend, is the first mentor that I have in Toastmasters. I vision it, as my title says, a guardian angel. When things gone wrong in any project that I have done, Honey is there to say like, Kayu, we may want to improvise the way that we done this project, but we can do something like this. And I feel like I'm not being judged for being wrong. And that's when I become more excited from time to time being a Toastmasters. As I project myself as a new beginner, or we all know it as a newbie, I try to humble myself down on learning what is actually this pathway all about. 4 years has passed, and 2023 is the year where I completed my strategic relationship pathway for that 5 level. I entered the online world. So I see and I heard, oh, I finished 5 pathway. Oh, I have finished 3 pathway. Like, what do you guys eat? What do you guys learn? I only learned for 1 pathway for 4 years. You guys learn like faster than I am. And I feel so free. I feel want to learn more and more about pathway. Ladies and gentlemen, my friend, this is my 3rd pathway. And still, having the same mentor, Honey, in my opinion, is a guardian angel to me. Now, at the same time, Honey did say to me, Kayu, sometimes a helping hand will also stop to help out. What did you need to do right now is for you to be the guardian angel. I mean, like, but I did not have a lot of experience. I did not know a lot about Toastmasters. Well, she asked me, would you like to join a district team? Oh, I was not encounter that. I never feel should be in that particular team. Now it's 2023. I am part of our club growth director team as their assistant and assisting anything that they want. For example, Zoom master, reading a Zoom room, or helping out to create a PDF file on introducing Toastmasters to a new club or new members. Well, that's what I do right now. And that's, I feel, as a prodigy, at that time makes me feel like I have a guardian. And that's where I am safe. For now, let me be the guardian angel for all of new members. My friend, fellow Toastmasters, if you ever heard the name of Yangon Toastmasters Club, that is the club, most of the members that I have been a mentor of. And I am proud because they all finished their first pathway within their 6 months. I feel good about it, and I would like to do more about it. Ladies and gentlemen, at the same time, I bring you all a visiting Toastmasters Gayatri, one of my mentees in Malang Toastmasters Club here, as a living evidence of what I am doing right now. My friends, Toastmasters is not only about mentoring, it's about the guardian angel. Back to you, Madam Toastmasters.
Wow, thank you, Toastmaster Abdul Qayyum, for your speech about Toastmaster mentoring. It's valuable reference to all of us. And we believe that is the beauty to become the Toastmaster member. We always surrounding by positive things and people who support you, who cares about your development. It's good motivational speech by Toastmaster Abdul Qayyum. Before we move to the next session, can timer inform us whether all the speakers presented their speeches in available time? Timer?
Yep. Okay, so our first speaker was a little bit over time. This is Coach. And our second speaker was at 7:05, so made time. You hear that?
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, timer, for the reporting. Fellow Toastmaster and distinguished guests, may I have your attention? Can we have a group photo session now or later?
Now it's okay.
Okay. Then please turn your camera and show your smiling face.
We have
Who's
someone just
helping us?
connecting. Farida. Farida. We're about to take photo. Okay, good. I will take photo, yeah? People. Okay, now normal pose, yeah? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Let me check. Does anyone close their eyes? Okay, all good. Now, something which is probably shows ignorant. Ignorant is we don't know something which is supposed to be a common knowledge or something. So can we act like confused, like wondering what is this thing? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay. There are so many confusing things in this world. Right? Okay, so I'll give the control back to Fifi.
Yeah. Thank you, Madam President, who helped to capture this good moment. My fellow Toastmaster and guests, now comes to the moment where we all are waiting for the table topic session. To provide us with the challenge for today's table topic session, we have table topic master, and this person is DTM Pipit, who will lead the session. Please welcome DTM Pipit.
Thank you, Tom, Fifi, for the opportunity. Welcome, everyone, especially those who have just joined us or joined us during the course of the meeting. Today, our topic is the cobwebs of ignorance. I have mentioned it in the previous introduction earlier, but since some of you were not there, I would like to repeat. This is actually taken from Mahatma Gandhi's quote that says, "The truth is self-evident as soon as we remove the cobwebs of ignorance." Okay. However, the truth is also elusive, in my opinion. But if we would like to take the dictionary definition of what ignorance means, it actually means a lack of knowledge or understanding of something that is usually common. Okay, as a matter of fact, ignorance even is being studied. There's a certain field of studying about ignorance. It's called agnotology. You can imagine there's even a field of studying about ignorance called agnotology. Now, the first three questions will be related to what is the most common type of ignorance. Okay, then I would like to call one person first. Would like to volunteer, maybe? I would like to open for volunteer first. Don't be afraid. It's actually, the questions are not that hard. Anyone? Tasha. I saw Tasha raising her hand. Tasha, are you in it?
Yeah, is that okay if I try?
Yes, go ahead. I will do one later. Okay, go ahead. Okay, Tasha. One of the type of ignorance is when we do not know a certain knowledge or fact that most people know already. So I'll just give you an example. A few years ago, some people talked about Kim Kardashian, and I didn't even know who Kim Kardashian was. Something like that. It's like, it's a common knowledge that, well, am I wrong here if I didn't know her? Something like that. So that is the type of ignorance moment that I felt that time. A lack of understanding of a certain fact of information that most people know about. Okay, so Tasha, have you had any experience of not knowing, unaware of a certain fact or information that most people already know about? Tasha.
All right, thank you, fellow topic master. Do I have that kind of experience? Well, if there's no timer, I can tell you the whole thing all night about the ignorance that I did. It doesn't mean that I don't care. No, I really care a lot. I care about people, I care about other stuff. But sometimes when you get busy, when you prioritize yourself for some kind of work, you forgot things around you. Though you are caring type of person. Well, one time I was trying to join this program called ISMA. Basically, they will give you some kind of a scholarship for one semester outside Indonesia. And then one time, the speaker said, if you don't know what happened around the university and you are ignorant, for example, there is around almost it's more than 100 people, student in university got wood poisoning. I have no idea that's happened because I was too busy with my assignment. I was too busy with a lot of things, and suddenly they told me that if you don't know that, then you're ignored. I was like, I don't want to be an ignorant type of person. However, it's just me. Busy all the time. I was focusing on my school, I was focusing on my work, and I'm focusing on my family. I don't know if it's called ignorant, but obviously it is ignorant, but it doesn't mean I don't care. That's all from back to Madam Public Master.
Thank you, Tasha. Yeah, sometimes people think we are ignorant because we don't care. Yeah, sometimes simply we just are not interested, maybe, in that type of information. Yeah. So just like Mariah Carey when she said she did not know who JLo was, Jennifer Lopez. So something like that. Yeah, it doesn't mean that she's rude. It's just not in her radar, something like that. Or Eminem, who did not know who who was the name? Shoot Kelly. What's the name? That rapper?
Machine Gun Kelly.
Machine Gun Kelly, MGK. Like Eminem didn't even know who he was, something like that. Who answered, by the way, just now? Who answered? Oh,
Krishnanda.
Krishna. Oh, I was about to ask you to be the next speaker, but no. You already spoke. Later. Gio. Want to be the next speaker?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. The second type of ignorance, Gio, is if you're not aware of a certain object that is perceived to be common. For example, in my experience, when I moved to Netherlands for the first time, I did not know how tulips looked, especially when it was still baby. And then I accidentally cut them. Like I thought it was grass. So I accidentally cut tulips and people shouting from second or third floors. Cut the tulips. Oh my goodness. And then I was responsible for, because I was not aware of how tulips look like. I was not familiar with it. Okay, so Gio, in your experience, have you ever been ignorant about a certain object that people know, but you don't know or you're not familiar with?
Yeah. Okay. Well, maybe all of you didn't know that I have a lot of work in our office. So sometimes I do a lot of work, a lot of tasks, but some of the employee are talking about someone who resigned from our company, but I don't care about that. I still concentrate with my work, with my job, until I got the information. The one that the person that resigned from our company is one of this member that bring me and introduce me to the Toastmaster. He was Noel. He was resigned from our company. So of course, I shocked when I heard about his what is it? His what he decided to resign. Yeah, I was shocked with his decided, or his I forgot what, and I haven't talked a lot about this case with him. So this is the experience of the ignorance. And back to you, Madam.
Okay, so that was kind of a late ignorance, yeah? So
Yeah.
somehow you thought you didn't know the person, turned out, oh, I know this person, but you realize it late, yeah? For those who did not know, Noel was a member of Bhinneka, and Fifi was the one introducing Noel to Bhinneka, right, Fifi? And then Noel brought Gio and Barca, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, correct.
Yeah. Okay. Now, let's go to the third type of ignorance. Can we have Gayatri?
Hi, sure.
Hi, okay. So the third type of ignorance is not knowing how to do something or how to operate something. Okay, so it's a little bit different from not familiar with an object, but not familiar in how to do something. So I'll give you an example. I have a friend who just moved to New Zealand on a scholarship, and she never used microwave before in her life. And when she tried to use it, she set the whole building on fire. I'm just kidding. Not on fire, but it produced smoke and then ring the fire alarm, and all the paramedic and all of the fire department came, basically, just from the fact that she was ignorant about using microwave, that causing this fiasco. So Gayatri, have you ever experienced an the ignorant experience about not knowing how to do something or how to use something? Gayatri.
I just remember about my phone that I just buy recently. This is iPhone because in advance I just using Android. So this is the funny story that I talked to my friend because I cannot use AirPods at the first because they are using a Bluetooth side, and then I have to like synchronize or setting something in the iPhone itself and then to the AirPods, because in Android you just make like cable headset, something like that, and I never used the Bluetooth type at it in before. So when I talked to my friend, like, oh my God, why this AirPod didn't work? I just buy it, and this phone is also new for me. And my friend just looking at me like, are you crazy? Why you buy this phone when you didn't know about that? Gitu. I just like the software itself. I don't know about the stuff, another stuff. And then at the moment, my friend just laugh at me at the first because they are my best friends, so they just make it fun. And then after that, they teach me like you can use this AirPods, like you can charge first, and then you can setting in the iPhone setting itself, and make sure that you match these AirPods to your iPhone, and make sure the name itself is also your name, not your another name. So you can, your phone it can like recognize the AirPods itself. So when I know that knowledge, I just like, okay, this is new for me. Or maybe I will learn first when I buy something, and then I can try for myself and then ask them again. And this is not the first that I asked to my friend, because prefer to listening someone to give me an advice or giving the new knowledge rather than I read directly. So that is the unaware situation that I have. Thank you. Back to TTM.
Yes, thank you so much. Actually, you're not the only one, Gayatri. When I had my first iPhone for the first time, I did not know how to turn on the AirPod. Oh, AirPod. What is it called? Is it called AirPod? When you AirDrop. Sorry, AirDrop.
Airdrop.
And people want to AirDrop me, and I actually don't know how to do it. And it's so stupid. But it's okay. Yeah, it happens to us once in a while. Now, the key of being ignorant is it happens to us once in a while. Okay, only once in a while. It has become a problem when we are constantly ignorant about something. Now, which is related to our next question about people who are constantly ignorant about something. So, Farida, do you want to take the chance?
Yes, hello.
Okay. People who are constantly ignorant, there are 7 signs that someone is being constantly ignorant. The first one is being fake. Okay, Farida? One of the most common ways to fake intelligence is by trying to prove it. Okay, so have you ever seen someone who constantly trying to fake that they are so smart and intelligent, or knowing something that actually they don't know? Being fake. Farida.
Okay. Hello? Yeah, okay. May I audible? Yes, okay.
Yes, you are audible. Yeah. we
Okay,
can
thank you
hear
very much. Yeah, okay. One day my student came to me and I asked her to give me the progress of his report, his thesis actually. So he gave me the same paper that he already given to me at last week. So I said to him, "What is it? It is the same paper like you gave to me last week. It is right? Sorry. I've already done it in my laptop. Okay, where is the file? Oh, okay. 1 minute." And then he took his flash disk and gave to me. Okay, I will check. I will check it. I said to him. Then when I check it, there is no file of his thesis. It's just like one file, and it was a movie. So I said to him, "What is this?" I'm sorry, ma'am. It's wrong. It's wrong. I'm sorry. But I've already did it. I've already write it down my paper, and it's actually in this place. This. Oh, okay. I forgot. And he said like, "Okay." Then I took a breath and said to him, "Okay, did you really did the paper?" And he said that, yeah, I did it. I did it, the paper. I will give you the file today and blah blah blah. And I'm not sure that he's get uh, truth give his truth to me, but yes, it's happened. Then it's something like I show his suddenly to get nervous, but then I said to him, it's good to be honest. Thank you. Back to TTM.
Yes, it's so hard to be honest. Yeah, sometimes from time to time we fake it. Sometimes, yeah, we want to know, look like we know something when in fact we don't know. But it's only a problem when we constantly do that. So if your student does it once in a while, it's still okay. Yeah, I'm also a teacher.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
I experienced that as breakfast, basically, when students say, "Have you read the book?" "Yes," but don't know anything about the content of the book. Okay, so I got it. So let's go to Seni. Seni, do you want to try?
Okay.
Okay, second sign of someone who is ignorant. They don't think of the future. Ignorant thoughts of people revolve around what they can get now and not what the future holds. Sunny, are you a kind of person who think about the future or not, Sunny?
Okay. Thank you, Madam Cyber Topic Master. The cobwebs of ignorance of our own future. Well, back in my 20s, I used to think like enjoy life, have fun. I had a smooth career, stable career. I can count like how much money that I can earn in 1 year, something like that. But turning 30, I started to think about the future, how I'm going to design my future. Will I be this? Will I choose path A or path B or path C? And when I choose path A, I redesigned and moved to Bali. But then, dang, COVID come in. And I was confused. Oh gosh, I'm the type of person that started to care, not to unaware anymore. So I was in my 30s. I trying to design my part A and then fail, and then part B and then part C, yeah, something like that. So I think it's good if I had a chance to go back to my past. I will correct my mistake. I should have designed my future in my 20s, not 30s. So, but yeah, things happen and I still enjoy it right now. So from my 30s, I become the people who choose to not to unaware my future. Yeah, and I hope that everyone here also do that. That's all for me. Thank you, Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you. Now our last speaker of the day is Ben, because he said he volunteered. He'll go last. So Natalie, do you want to be the timer for Ben?
Sure thing.
Okay. Last speaker, Ben. Here. When ignorant groups of people get together, they enjoy gossip. Most of this gossip revolves around the drama that happens in their lives and their surrounding. What do you think of people who enjoy gossips, Ben? Or do you also consider yourself enjoying gossips and dramas in your life, Ben?
No, I hate drama. I hate it with a passion. And I'd rather be unaware of situations than aware of what's going on. Now, as you all know, most of you that know me, I'm from the US. I live in Indonesia. So I don't hear any drama from the US in my inner circles. Even in school, I stayed away from drama. My first girlfriend in high school, she went to a different school and nobody knew her. And no one could say, ooh, Ben's dating this person, and never really happened until my sister found out. And then she told everyone, and everyone started asking me questions. I don't like people in my business, and it frustrates me so much when I get sucked into it, where like I don't mind hearing about it, but again, usually it's negative and it's not really helpful. And if I do hear about it, I go directly to the person or group that we're talking about just to ask them, hey, I heard this. Is this true? I don't like to kind of add fuel to the fire. It's unnecessary, and it typically gets worse and worse and worse. Because it's like this. If you ever were a little kid and you played the game telephone, where it starts here, I tell the person here a secret. Person right here next to me is Fifi. And then she tells Natalie, and then Natalie tells Dia, and then Dia tells Gio, and then keeps on going all around. By the time it gets back to me, or Senny tells me, it's not what was told. And it's just frustrating because it can get worse and worse and worse as we get older. And it can be more hurtful, and it can cause problems. And, something about liking somebody when you're a little kid, it can get worse when you're older. Because maybe you're married and then someone says, oh, you like somebody. It breaks homes up. So yeah, drama is terrible and it's frustrating. So like the words of Will Smith, keep my wife's name out of your mouth, or just my name, right? In a sense, or anybody else's name. Mind your own business. Back to you, Madam Table Topic Master.
Yes, I love that whisper game, right? What comes out in the end is always surprising, totally different from the original words that were said. Yeah, it's very interesting, and it shows a lot how drama or gossips actually circulate in our lives. Okay, so our next speaker, actually we still have 2 more slots according to Natalie. So I would like to call Dia. SDC, you want to take a chance, Dia?
Okay, but once again, sorry for the sound problem.
No problem. Okay, Dia. Other sign of someone who is ignorant is they don't apply their own principles. They don't apply their own principles. For example, if they preach about being honest, but often tell lies themselves. Now, Dia, have you ever known such person who do not apply their own principles? Dia.
All right. Thank you very much. I think once in a while we will meet someone like that, either in the office or just friends that we make. And with this team, I remember that, yeah, you know, I'm still single like that. And sometimes people give me relationship advice or maybe about marriage advice. You must marry at this age, and then so that you, when you have children or something, you are still able to uh, fund them to go to school or something like that. While at the same time, here's this person who talked to me is someone who already divorced twice with the same person. I think I just put that advice from my right ear to the next ear. Just it is so funny for me, but once again, I also did my ignorance with like I said yes, okay, and then it's something like that. So I just fake it like I'm interested to that topic. While I think in my own mind or in my head, I'm just saying to her, just talk to yourself. Over to you, table topic after.
Okay, just talk to yourself, meaning, what is it called? You don't actually do it yourself. Why did you tell me to do this? Yeah, it happens a lot. Yeah, it happens a lot. Usually for in good intention, but for some reason it successfully offends us. Okay. Now let's go to our last speaker, Fifi. Fifi, do you want to take the chance?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, our last table topic speaker, Fifi. The other sign of an ignorant person is they listen less and speak more. Those who are really ignorant have to get their point across all the time. When they are with friends or family, they tend to hog the spotlight for themselves. So they try to get everyone's attention all the time, don't want to share the spotlight with other people. We call it hog the spotlight. Fifi, have you ever known such person who always want to be the center of attention whenever around their friends or family? Fifi.
I want to tell you a story, but this is not related to my family member. It's related to my office mate, one of my team member. This person always wants to get the spotlight, and this person always try to steal everyone's attention. I don't think that she's ignorance. It just said that she wants to be recognized by everyone. During this experience, I noticed that this person wants to improve or show his ability that he's also capable like everyone else. Unfortunately, since the way she speaks is not in accordance or not showing like empathy, just like showing the attack the people, so people don't respect to her. I don't think that this is related to ignorance. I think that this is related to her confidence to get, what do you call it, acknowledged by the people that she's also capable in giving the response. She's also knowing everything that people ask. So yes, this kind of person, not showing that, not related to ignorance, but I prefer to say that this is related to her self-confidence to show that she's also capable like everyone else. Back to you, Pipit.
Okay, the only way to explain it is because Fifi is so nice. She doesn't want to drag other people down. So instead of saying the person is ignorant, the person just wants to be recognized for her ability. Yeah, sure, Fifi, sure. Okay. Yes, so it's okay to be the center of attention, but remember, we're not the center of the universe. We sometimes have to let go of the spotlight. Yeah, be other people to be the center of attention from time to time. Okay, so thank you so much, everyone, for participating in our today's table topic session. Then, because time is up, I would like to give the control back to our Tom, Fifi.
Thank you, DTMPP, for leading these sessions. Nice to hear everyone's opinion about the impromptu speech by answering the question given by Pipit. I already saw the timer put the time for each speaker, and it shows that all the speakers are eligible. Someone says feedback makes us grow. In Toastmasters, we learn to receive construction feedback to be better speaker. We now come to part 3 of the meeting. That is the evaluation session. I would now like to invite our general evaluator for today, DTM Natalie, to call upon each evaluator to present the evaluation sessions. Over to you, DTM Natalie.
Thank you, Madam Tom, Toastmaster Fifi. Hello, everyone. Now I'm back at the second half of the meeting as your GE or General Evaluator. First up, we will start with Prepared Speech Evaluator and then followed by the Technical Role Players Evaluations. And for that, I would like to call the first speech evaluator who will evaluate Toastmaster Krishna's speech. Please welcome Toastmaster Ben Whitaker.
Okay, thank you very much, Madam GE and Krishna, right there. Okay, so everyone in this room is, I believe, a Toastmaster, all right? Most of the time we have evaluations and we don't want to scare non-Toastmaster members. Krishna is a Toastmaster. He's been one for a long time, on and off. And Krishna, your speech, very informative. Now, it's an informative speech in general, just because you're kind of informing us how something happened in your life and in your family's life. And one of the things that we do when we do an evaluation, and the typical one, positive, something to work on, and positive. I'm going to be a little bit more like Coach Ben and kind of give you some tools that I've been doing for all my students that are getting ready for competitions. All right, Krishna. Your speech is about kind of ups and downs, but you jumped right in without even warming up us as the audience, right? You have this really cool story about how your family kind of changed through a pandemic and how you're able to kind of overcome it and all these different little roller coasters and loops. Well, you just started talking. You didn't even say hi to the audience. No icebreaker, no little warm up. So what it does is it catches us off a little bit, right? Like, wait, oh, he's going right into it. And again, if there's no any kind of context about what we're talking about or what you're talking about, it's hard for us to get our attention and keep it because, we don't even know who you are yet. Now, some of us do know who you are. And that's why a lot of us paid attention. But if an audience doesn't know who you are, they don't know where you come from or what you're about. It's going to be really hard for them to understand, especially when you're trying to inform them about something that's so important. Because this is your life, it's your family's life, and this whole story gives us a lot of background about who you are, which is really cool about what you did and how you're able to change over a course of a pandemic. And it's relatable because a lot of the people here, we had to do the same thing over the course of the pandemic. Fun fact, we all lived through it. So go everybody in this room. And a lot of us had to make changes and sacrifice. So this is something that's really relatable. Your speech is relatable. Your content is relatable. And if you want your audience to hook, you got to give it a hook to where it connects the audience right away about this relatability. Because once you hook the audience, now you have our attention. And we're like, oh, wow, this person is kind of like me. Or, wow, this family really sticks together and they worked really difficult at this. So you get my point, right? It's something where if you have something really important to say, you want people to hear it, right? You want us to hear it. So give us a reason to listen and give us a reason to stay, and then give us a reason to walk away from your speech so we can go tell someone else about how awesome your speech was, right? So that's the idea about preparation, right? It's been a while since you've given a speech in Toastmasters. So one thing, it's awesome that you're back, because, you know, you get sucked in and you keep coming back. Life happens and you find a way back here. And that's awesome, because you have a lot to say. And a lot of these people that don't know you need to hear what you have to say. So by putting the time and effort into organize, hopefully someone's timing me, and right, giving a lot to say. When you say it and you put the plan in and you organize and you put the work in to create that step-by-step speech, you're really going to make a connection. Because this topic, you could go to personal businesses, right? All these little family businesses, and give this speech and give them a pathway and a plan on how to overcome obstacles, especially when it comes to a family business. Because this is Indonesia, and specifically you live in Bali, and there's a lot of family things going on, a lot of changes that go on, and people can learn from you. But you got to make them want to hear you. Am I in 3 minutes? I don't see any light at all. So I don't know where I'm at. I can keep talking. By the way, it's the same thing. That's why I'm not talking about your time, because I messed that up too. Either way, I think that's 3.5 minutes. I'm not sure. Good job, Krishna. I'm glad you're back. See you next time.
Thank you, Ben. Thank you for that evaluation. For Krishna, my apology. I should have asked for your timer replacement beforehand, but I will make sure that you can still be voted on. Thank you. Now let's move on to the second speech evaluator, who will evaluate the speech of Toastmaster Abdul Qayyum, who is myself. Toastmaster Qayyum, a guardian angel. I've heard a speech about Toastmaster mentorship for quite a lot of times, because this is a compulsory project in Toastmasters. But every time I heard about it, even though there's a similar looking or hearing elements in it, I still feel like each speech is unique, because my experience, your experience, the other people's experience are totally different. So congratulations on fulfilling the project objectives. It was quite an inspiring speech with 3 things that I like. The first one is relevant topic and also story for the audience. You really understand this is your audience. All of us are Toastmasters members. So it builds a sense of, yeah, me too. Relatability and also camaraderie. The second thing that I like is you use an analogy. An analogy is great at explaining abstract concept into something that's more real and relatable. So you use an analogy of your mentor as a guardian angel. Pretty descriptive and self-explanatory. The third thing that I love is it is a closed loop story. What does it mean? It means that the story has your personal struggle in the beginning, and then people who help you, your progress over the past few years throughout the journey, and how at the end you paid forward by mentoring young on Toastmasters Club members. So closed loop story means that a story that starts and ends with like a full circle. Those are the 3 things that I like. Now, to make this speech even greater, I would like to suggest 3 recommendations. The first one is about the closing. I believe your closing can be stronger, because I observed that you had the message slip in at the end. My suggestion is to add more elaboration on the message of guardian angel and how it relates to mentorship. As simple as your guardian angel. Your mentor is your guardian angel who guides, directs, and be there for you along your journey. As simple as that. So kind of like related back to the project or the actual topic in the beginning. And then at the very end, put emphasis on your closing sentence, like be guardian angel for others. Something like that. Because I heard that you're trying to incite the audience to do something, but I felt like it was quite flat. You need to be like stronger when you're doing like the last sentence, when you want to invite the audience. Close with a bang. Second thing that I would like to suggest is I noticed that you are using dialogue, and it was great. I believe your dialogue can be upgraded, because dialogue gives a break in a full narrative speech style. So when you use dialogue, usually your speech become more dynamic, and your dialogue can be upgraded by including shorter sentences, but more back and forth interaction between characters. For example, when you talk about like Hani and yourself, Hani, hi Kayu, my name is Hani. I will be your mentor. I will teach you all the things about Toastmaster. What should I do, Hani? Well, it's very easy. So things like that, it's just gonna be, it doesn't have to be long. Shorter sentences, more back and forth, and then not too much like back and forth. So probably like 4 banters maximum. It makes the speech more dynamic. The third suggestion is related to dialogue, is consistency in characters, body position, and vocal variety. I noticed towards the end, Hani's character started to a little bit unraveled into the narrator character. So my suggestion is to make sure it's consistent. Overall, I think it is quite inspiring speech, and I congratulate you and keep moving forward. Back to you, Madam GE. Which is myself. Okay, congratulations, Kwayum, and also Toastmaster Ben and Toastmaster Natalie for delivering a terrific evaluators. And now we're moving on to the technical role players. And while the timer can post the timing in the chat, ballot counter, are you ready with the polling? Yes. So if the
ballot is ready.
Yes, Toastmaster Sani can share the voting polling in the chat. Feel free to vote while we're continuing on this meeting so we can save time and also makes everything runs efficient. Next up, I would like to invite the grammarian, another Wonder Woman. I wonder what she's doing right now. DTM Pipit Andriani, who will give her account of what's happening during the meeting in terms of the grammar. So please welcome Toastmasters DTM Pipit Andriani.
Thank you so much for the opportunity as the grammarian. It's been a while for me, and I tried my best to listen to everyone's expressions, and then hopefully, although it's not thorough, but we can learn a little bit from it, okay? So being a Toastmasters is not correct. Can anyone suggest what it's supposed to be?
Being a Toastmaster.
Being a Toastmaster without S. Yeah. Okay, because Toastmasters obviously is plural, so more than one person. Protégé. Protégé is not the correct pronunciation. How are we supposed to pronounce this?
Protégé.
Protégé.
French.
Yeah. Protégé. Protégé. Is that correct, Ben?
Protégé.
Protégé. Yes, it's French, people. Protégé. Yeah, not protégé. Protégé. It's from French, so it's normal if we are not familiar with the pronunciation. He's decided to resign. So someone was somehow trying to find the noun for the decision to resign. Supposed to be his resignation. Yeah. So I was shocked by his resignation. Your iPhone can recognize the Wi-Fi. Supposed to be? People? Can only without is, yeah? Okay, your iPhone can recognize the Wi-Fi. So without is. Okay, I choose to unaware of my future. Unaware is actually an adjective. So I choose to be unaware. Did I write anything here? Oh, yes. Okay. I choose to be unaware of my future. I wasn't even sure of this sentence. Maybe I misheard. Yeah. People don't respect to her. Supposed to be? People don't respect her. Yes. We now come to part 3 of this meeting. We have now reached the third session of this meeting. Yeah. Close with a bang. I don't know, but in my opinion, it's supposed to be close it with a bang. For delivering a terrific evaluator, it was Natalie was so sudden in saying this, yeah. I think it was a slip of tongue. So rather than a grammatical mistake. So for delivering a terrific evaluation. Yeah, and there are two. Oh, sorry. Supposed to be Shen, but I don't know, for some reason it's missing. Yeah. And then there are two expressions I really like. The first one, it's time to be the guard. It's your time to be the guardian angel. Okay. And then life happens, but somehow you found your way back to Toastmasters. I also like this expression. Okay. So I heard some people say the word unaware, but I didn't actually count how many times and who you were. But if you had a chance to use the word unaware, kudos to you. Okay. And then we still have a few more minutes to use the word unaware. So I encourage you to use it from this moment on. Now let's go back to our GE.
Thank you, Madam Grammarian, Toastmaster Pipit. Yes, indeed. I'm not unaware, but I am very aware of my tongue slip in multiple times during this evening because my brain is running from a different direction. Okay, so next stop in my theme is the counter, Toastmaster Dia. So please welcome Toastmaster Dia with the counter report.
Okay, thank you very much, Madam Chi. And here's my counter report. So the filler words or sound that mostly used tonight are so, and. And I would like to congratulate distinguished Toastmaster Natalie and also Toastmaster Tasha, who have who have finished it tonight. And here's the detailed report of the filler sounds or words that we use. And just don't worry, we have another time to practice. Just come to Toastmasters meeting and we can be a better speaker. Over to you, GE.
Thank you, Madam Counter. Short and sweet report, but I like the visual. So thank you for sharing that. I believe everyone gets something out of that. Now, I'm gonna share my general evaluation of this meeting. Okay, so first off, we started late, 5 minutes, but looking at the time right now, it's 8:31 Bali time. We will finish on time for sure. So it's pretty okay, but if we can come earlier, that would be much appreciated. Members, I'm talking to you, members. Okay, move on. To all the role players, first up, Toastmaster Fifi as the Toastmaster of the meeting. I really like how you're very poised, and even though it's been quite a while when you came back to the Toastmaster meeting, but you nail it. It was clear, the explanation of the theme, session, and also role player intro. You really prepared well. I could really sense that. Your voice, Vivi, after so many months, I haven't really heard your voice. I could say that your voice is quite ear-friendly, which means that it's easy on the ear. I think that's also a good characteristic to have as a speaker. No suggestion for improvement. Keep up the good works, and looking forward for you to take another role in our club meeting. Thank you. For our technical role player, Toastmaster Pipit as the grammarian, great listening. I really thought it was pretty comprehensive. One suggestion for you is if you can share the full screen, because you know I have a small eyes, and my eyes became smaller when I'm trying to read what's in the screen. So if you can share full screen or at least zoom in so we can see it right on our face, that would be much appreciated. Thank you for the visual and understanding. Next on my list is Madam Counter, Toastmaster Dia. Thank you for the visual and also listening skill, your listening skills. I really appreciate the visual because it simplify what seems to be a long and complicated report into a report that can be delivered in just 1 minute. No suggestion for improvement. Thank you for visiting us and do come back again. Toastmaster Ben as the timer. and Toastmaster Sani as the ballot counter. Really big appreciation for all of you, because you both work behind the scenes to make sure everything runs smoothly and keep on time. So thank you for that. For Table Topic Master, Toastmaster Pipit, great topics, very interesting questions. And also you gave some illustration for each question, so it's easier to understand. So I really appreciate that. Even until the end, the topics, in my opinion, are still interesting and varied. So good job on that. No suggestion for improvement. Evaluator 1, Ben, great job. The feedback was on point. I think you really touched the heart of what Krishna needs to improve on. And the observation that you did on his speech was excellent also. No suggestion of improvement. Now, I would like to give a brief comment for each of the table topic speakers. And I would like to share what I see, hear, or feel from your speech. So for the first one, table topic speaker 1, Tasha, I really felt your passion when you deliver your speech. Maybe the topic was so you spoke with passion. Now the second table topic, Toastmaster Gio, it was an interesting and recent story. So I really felt your candidness, or your surprise expression, your shock. It was very candid. Candid means that you did it naturally without any, like plan. So it was great. It was natural. The third table topic speaker is Toastmaster Gayatri. You share a relatable story, and I could sense that when you speak, you have an endearing way. So I don't know if you noticed that, but maybe you should explore that a little bit more by doing more speeches. Then you can see a different pattern, see a different way that you can evaluate your speeches. I still think that the way you speak is quite endearing. Toastmaster Farida, as table topic number 4, you were very expressive. So I could really see your expressiveness, especially when you explained the topic in the beginning. So I really wanted to see when you deliver a speech in a longer timing, because I think it will give a bigger range of expression and also emotion delivered. Table topic speaker number 5, Toastmaster Sani. When you spoke, I sensed like a reminiscing moment in the speech. So I could sense your regret during the reminiscence, yet also a hope for the future. So it's quite interesting. The beginning part was a little bit dominated by regret, but at the end, it was more into hope. Table topic 6, Toastmaster Ben. Wow, from the beginning until the end, I could truly hear your assertive tones. Whatever you said, I believe that, because you're very assertive. No drama. Bye. Yes. And I think this is a great asset when you want to motivate or persuade your audience. So if you have an assertive tones, it will help you when you want to convince the audience. Table topic 7, Toastmaster Dia, I could sense your frustration when you're speaking about that topic. So it's quite funny, because emotion, this is what I found out recently, that emotion can truly be transferred throughout our voice, expression, or literally body language, even though we're doing meeting online. Usually we said it's offline energy, but then also in online, when you share something that really comes from the heart, as the audience, we can also sense that. So I could really sense your frustration, but also your willingness to make like a boundaries for yourself. Last but not least, Toastmaster Fifi. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to learn how to speak in a political tone, in a political way, this is a great example. Not mentioning any name, not trying to bash on someone, but she really did it in such a diplomatic and positive way. So if this is an evaluation, I will give her 100 mark, because she used all the positive language to tell something that's quite negative. So it was very interesting, Fee, how you phrased that. Well done. Overall, I think this is a pretty good meeting. Now we're on 7-minute marks on my general evaluation. I could also see that all of the people are actively participating in the chat box, and also when the table topic master asked to volunteer, everyone agreed to that. So keep up the good work, keep up the good spirit, and we'll see you in the next meeting in 2 weeks. Thank you. And I would like to give the virtual stage back to the Toastmaster Fifi.
Thank you, GE, DTM Natalie, and team. This is clear and meaningful feedback. We will use this feedback for improvement on the next meeting. Let us continue with the announcement of the best prepared speaker, best table topic speaker, and best evaluator. Seni, you will give the announcement, right?
Yes, Toastmaster City. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are coming to the very end of this meeting. First, I will announce the best speaker because we only have one qualified speaker today. It is Toastmaster Abdul Qayyum. Congratulations. Ben or
Thank
Natalie or
you.
Pipit, please
Seni,
help me to take the picture.
a bit wrong spelling,
I
Seni.
can first, yeah. But oh yeah, Qayyum.
Oh, Qayyum without you. Okay.
Okay.
I believe my name have you, but the you
Can
is
we-
abbreviated with.
Can we spotlight Qayyum instead? In my screen is still Fifi being spotlighted. Okay, Fifi unspotlight. Okay, Qayyum, face the screen. 1, 2, 3. Okay, gotcha.
Okay, next. Our best evaluator today is Toastmaster Ben.
Okay.
Woohoo!
Let's spotlight Ben. And remove Qayyum. All right, Ben. Oh, are we going to be able to post this? No, but we're going to take a photo regardless. 1, 2, 3. Okay,
Okay, done, Pete.
done.
Okay, and the last is favorite, the best table topic speaker is Toastmaster Fifi.
Fifi, yes.
Yeah.
Spotlight Fifi. Remove Ben, please. 1, 2, 3. Got it.
Okay, congratulations for all the winners today. And that's all the announcement from me, and I give the control back to Toastmaster of the meeting.
Okay. Thank you, Seni, and congratulations to all the winners. For those who want to get the opportunity, please register yourself to get slot speaker, whether as prepared speaker, evaluator, or table topic. Who knows, you will be the winner. At this moment, we already finished our program today. Now, I would like to hand over the stage to our Madam Club President, DTM Pipit. Thank you everyone for your support. Back to you, Madam President.
Thank you so much. Wait, Natalie. Okay. Now, actually, we were worried earlier because we tried to find role takers and did not get any response from the division, not even from the district. It was so lonely and sad today. But however, I'm so happy that the turn up was actually pretty good. Yeah. And then particularly when we actually have quality meeting instead of quantity. So I think I emphasize the quality in that sense. So I'm pretty happy with how our meeting turned out today. And still though, we still need some suggestion from anyone who would like to give suggestion to us. Then I know we have several guests here, but I will just call 2. Let me call Tasha. Tasha, do you have any suggestion to us for Bhinneka?
Well, Bhinneka, I can feel the meeting, though it's a small one. I felt the both, but I can feel the energy that we are here, and there's connection between people, and I really love that. I love that everyone, actively call, especially in the active people that are active as well. The one I really love about Bhinneka. This is first time me Bhinneka. Overall, everyone did a great job. And if you guys need a role taker, perhaps you can invite me as a role taker when you need. So there's no double role because double role sometimes can be confusing sometimes and exhausting. So yeah, that's all for me. Back to that one.
Unfortunately, we do have double roles, but we're used to it. It's like breakfast to us. So it's okay. Right. So our next guest, Farida. Farida, do you have any impression or suggestion you'd like to share with us?
Hello, hi. Yeah, I'm very happy to attend this meeting. Actually, it's such like every single meeting of Toastmaster meeting is a positive vibes. Whether it is less than 10 people or more than 10 people, it's not about just quantity, but the quality. I agree with it. However, it will be better if you can invite others member or from other district. By the way, I've just read the message from the Bhinneka in the yearly evening, right? You send like that you need some more role taker. If I allow to give you suggestion is please give announcements. Yeah, it have -2 or however maybe some people in that group can arrange their schedule, so it will be better if you can announce earlier, not just today. It's the date of the meeting. It's just for me. And yes, I'm happy here. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you so much for the suggestion. We are fully aware, and then we will try better next time to announce it 3 days before in the division and district. However, you also can follow us on Instagram. If you have Instagram, which is Bhinneka dot, wait, what is it?
Yeah,
Sorry.
Bhinneka.online TMC.
Yes, Bhinneka.online TMC. So you will not miss the information about our next meeting. And we will also see each other again in the next 2 weeks, same time on Sunday at 6 p.m. Jakarta time. So if you have time, please come again. And you are also welcome to take a role, deliver a speech, and things like that. Okay, thank you so much, everyone, for your suggestion and attention and sticking with us till the end. The next theme will be also interesting. I don't remember what it is, but I can assure you it's interesting. So see you.
News.
What? Sorry?
Fake news.
Fake news. Fake news, people. Wow. Okay, very relevant, I guess, yeah. However, although I will dismiss this meeting, I would like the Bhinneka members to stay back only for 5 minutes because we'll talk about the contest and the exco for the next term. Okay? So thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you.
See you next time. Bhinneka members, please stay. Okay, and stop the recording.